Hi guys, it's me, and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, then welcome. In this video, I'm going to be performing a llamas ritual because you know it is llamas. This ritual is going to be a one where you will pretty much only need literally pen and paper. Now this little notebook, I think you guys are familiar with it. This is my gratitude journal, and essentially I write things that I'm grateful for. It being llamas, what I am going to be doing is essentially you know, give thanks for everything that I have received in this year, everything that you know has been manifested, everything that I've just done throughout the year that I am essentially grateful for. This ritual in particular, in my case, I am literally only going to be using these two things. You can however make it more detailed, such as you can prepare a whole thing on your altar. You have let's say an orange candle, white candle, a green candle, or whatever it may be. You may light it. You can also perform a little spell relating to your own particular ritual. You can do this one, and or you can perform something else. At the end of the day, it really depends on how elaborate you want to be. For the most part, the thing that I'm doing is literally very last minute. I had in my mind like a few days ago literally this whole idea of what I wanted to do. Long story short, I was very irresponsible and just didn't have enough time. Sorry, I had time, I just, with the time that I had, I could not manage my time properly in order to actually get what I wanted to have, in order to do what I wanted to do. That's what I meant. So essentially this is last minute, so literally pen, paper. Now what I am going to be doing is also I do have incense lit. It is vanilla incense. It is sweet. I'm trying to attract that, and that's pretty much it. You don't really need it. This is just something that I wanted to light because I just wanted to have that sort of sweet energy in the air, or the smell and the energy in the air, so that it can inspire sweet things in this moment. Now literally just get pen, paper. Doesn't have to be a pen, it can be a pencil. If you want to use color magic, you can use it, such as, for example, you can use the colors of the Sabbath: orange, yellow, you can use green, you can use gold, and so on and so forth. And then with that colored ink, you can start writing your own gratitude list, if it is that you want to do it in the form of a list. Now in my case, I'm going to start by actually putting in the date of today. Now right now it is August 1st. Actually the date is Monday. Yeah, Monday. I started with the date. This is because I want to keep a record of the actual day that I actually wrote this in. Now I don't know if I mentioned, but you don't necessarily need to write this in a notebook. I am doing it in my notebook because this is my gratitude journal, and so I basically write everything that I'm grateful for. But if you want to do it in a random piece of paper, you can do that. Same thing applies in terms of color. If the page that you want to write in is in the color of the Sabbath, or colors associated with the Sabbath, then you can use that as well. Now okay, so I have, like I said, the date. You can go into maybe the time, whatever. In my case, I'm just gonna put in the date, and then let's start out by saying, okay, how do I begin this? So today on this llamas day. Okay, that sounds better. Dots, and then now I wrote this right here. With that being said, this is where you literally can go full in detail. Now I want to mention something very important. I'm gonna actually even though this is personal, I'm actually gonna read it. I'm gonna open myself to you guys seeing more or less how your own list or your own entry may look like. It doesn't necessarily need to be big things. Like, for example, in my case, I'm gonna talk about the fact that in this year I was able to get out of my comfort zone. I was able to succeed in a few, well, I'm gonna get in detail later, but I was able to participate in the Disney College program. When I got here, I enjoyed the time that I had with my family. I I had the time to actually record a few more videos, da 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 da, you know. If in your case, if you do not have anything that, you know, is like considered to be big, it doesn't matter. Something that you can be grateful for can be literally just waking up, literally thankful for having another day of life, thankful for simply pushing myself to do something that was very scary for you. It can be the fact that you had the energy, the will, the power, the courage to take a shower after being depressed for however long you were, to actually try that new drink that you wanted to try. It can be that you spend time with your friends, and so on and so forth. Now, all of that being said, I'm actually gonna start, you know, writing my own stuff, and then I'm gonna actually read to you what I wrote, and then, you know, move on from there. So with that being said, I shall be back. Okay, so I wrote 1, 2, 3, 4. So I did 4 pages. So, you know, just a little bit. Now, I want to point out I am going to continue making the list, probably until I just cannot think of anything that I am grateful for. But yeah, I'm gonna continue, but I'm gonna do that off of I can't speak. I am going to do that off of, you know, the video, because I don't want to make the video like really long, and I am going to read the stuff that I wrote in order to give you some inspiration as to the things that you can write. Yeah, I also want to point out that progress is progress. Even if you have not made big changes, have had big experiences, or whatever that may be, it doesn't matter. Literally just waking up and having another day of life, just literally the simplest of things is enough. Some people find it hard to do things. The fact that you were able to do that one particular thing that probably changed your whole day or changed something about your day is enough to literally give thanks for it. Remember that it is progress, whether it's big or small. Oh my god, that scared me. What the heck? Oh my god. Anyways, like I was saying, progress is progress. No one can dictate whether or not what you wrote is actually something to be grateful for but you. If that is something that makes you proud of yourself, literally give yourself a pat in the back and be grateful. Like, bro, you did it. You found it really hard, and look at you taking a shower. Look at you getting another job. Look at you, I don't know, going outside. Look at you wearing that dress that you've been wanting to wear for whatever amount of time, even though you were very self-conscious about your body. Look at you doing XYZ, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, now with that being said, I'm gonna actually read you what I wrote. Now, in the beginning, I already mentioned that I was gonna write the date, and then on this Lammas Day, I am grateful for. Then 2 dots, and then I wrote everything in bullet points. You don't have to write it in bullet points, but for me that was the thing that would make it more easier for me. So I wrote, having been in the DCP basically stands for Disney College Program. I learned and grew a lot while I was there. I made lots of friends and lots of memories. The other point is, like the other bullet point is, I had the courage to self-term even though I was afraid to do so. I learned that I should never be afraid to quit something that no longer makes me happy. Another point. Once I got home, I had the privilege to relax and enjoy my time off. Another point. I am able to work somewhere that I enjoy going to, as I have come to realize that even though my anxiety peaks at times, the day concludes with me being proud at how well I managed to perform. I managed and performed. Another point, I'm getting out of my comfort zone and am starting to live a life full of new experiences. Another point, I am full of blessings and people that love and support me. Another point, I am learning that being scared does not mean that I am a coward or not brave. It is a normal human emotion that protects me from danger, and I should honor it. Another point, I have had my channel grow and am excited to see how much it grows by the end of the year. Another point, my skills and hobbies. Candle making is fun and adds more creativity to my practice. I am excited to learn and grow more skills as well as this one. Another point, my health, body, and that which makes me me. Another point, the Great Spirit, the ancestors Ekate, and myself for teaching me how to be more human, how to honor my body, and guiding me with light when everything felt dark. Another point, and so far the last, but I'm going to continue off of the camera. Moving on and healing from a breaking heart. Like I said, you can go into more detail, like for example, in my case, I was, and this is just literally me opening myself out into the world. I have no problem with that. Obviously, there's certain things that I'm not going to share, but essentially, you know, I was going through something for like quite a while, dark time, whatever, and essentially I just learned to find peace in simply just not having what I had before. And yes, stuff happens, you know, life, right? And so, you know, I feel like right now I have moved on, or at least am far in the progress of moving on, that I feel like I am no longer hurting as much as I did before. And so, you know, with that particular thing, I can go more into detail about the experiences and so on and so forth. But, you know, for the purpose of the video and for the purpose of simplicity, I just wrote that. But yeah, you know, you can go into more detail, make the list longer, shorter. It doesn't really matter. Like I said, progress is progress. This is what came to my mind right now. And yeah, in the case that you wrote this in a separate paper, you don't really have to keep it. You can maybe burn it. If you have one page, you can just fold it, burn it. You can maybe keep it, light a candle, put it maybe like the list, you can put it under the candle, let it burn, and then you can just throw everything away. Maybe you can keep the paper, whatever. Literally, it is your ritual. You can dispose of it or keep it as you wish. Because this is a gratitude journal, I'm not really gonna throw this away. I'm actually gonna keep it. In the case that you literally just have a page, you can keep it in your altar. Overall, just like keep it and maybe compile a whole notebook with the separate pages that you have. For example, this year I wrote this, maybe next year I write another list, and then I have 2 pages of a little notebook that you may be creating, or in this example that I am creating, and then essentially within X amount of years you will already have a notebook that literally counts all of the blessings that you have had. I don't know, I think that's just like a little simple example. Now, if you do not want to compose a notebook or a page of blessings, whatever, that's okay. You know, to me, Lughnasadh is a holiday of gratitude. You know, it's the first harvest. If you want to know more about the Sabbats and all that, I do have a video where I go into detail and explain the Wheel of the Year. Highly suggest that you go watch it. But you know, to me, Lughnasadh is like I said, a Sabbath of, you know, giving thanks. It is one where, you know, you feast with your friends and family. You can go and just simply have fun playing games, building skills. You can learn more of the craft, maybe perform a spell while you are at it. You know, you're putting it to practice. You can maybe go out with your friends and play volleyball, just doing something that is overall just like being competitive, you know, like just fun and friendly competitive gaming. If you don't want to go on outside, you don't maybe have a friend or friends to do anything with, that's okay, baby. We live in the modern era. Play an online game. You know, it is literally anything that to you correlates to, you know, this Sabbath is perfectly fine. If you're into baking, bake something. Oh, you don't know how to bake? That's okay. Get some bread, eat anything that is made of bread. You know, llamas, you know, I think that comes from, if I'm not mistaken, from loaf mass, you know, and anything that can be or has bread, right? So don't want to eat plain bread or a sandwich, maybe that's okay. You know what else is bread or has bread? Pizza. Have a pizza party with yourself or with friends and family. Literally, there's so many things that you can do nowadays that are still valid, and especially even more so if it's literally just last minute and you want to do a quick moment of celebration. And yeah, there's just so many things that you can do and so many rituals that you can get inspired by online that literally it is just limitless. But with that being said, I do want to know what it is that you're going to be doing on this Sabbath. Are you going to light a candle, say a prayer like I used to in the past? Are you going to maybe do a little journal entry where you list the things that you're grateful for like I did today? Are you going to just say a prayer? Are you just going to go outside, soak in the sun, baking, eating pizza party, just feasting, eating food, having a party? Are you like, what exactly is that you're gonna be doing? I would love to know, even more so if you have like activities that are very like last minute, because I literally, trust me, like I had a whole thing planned. Life happened. But yeah, I would love to know what is it that you're going to be doing. So please leave it in the comment section below because I would love to read it and also get inspired by you guys. And with all of that being said, I do wish you a happy Llamas, and if you liked the video, be sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I shall see you guys later. Mwah.